So in this video, I'm gonna go over how much you need to purchase a home in Manhattan. So there are a lot of great loan products on the market right now across the United States that offer 3.5% down, 5% down, sometimes 10% down. And then last but not least, people do the typical 20% down that used to be the amount that like our parents would pay when purchasing a home, right? So those do not apply in Manhattan. Just throw all those out the window, all of them, except the 10% down, because that is typically the lowest amount you're ever gonna be able to put down on a home in Manhattan is typically 10%. Now, I hate to say it, but most buildings in Manhattan require 20% down when purchasing. That's just matter of fact how it is. It's bad because it makes New York City apartments, which are already not very affordable, even less affordable. So typically the board associations, they look at whoever's trying to purchase the home and want to see that these people purchasing it or this person purchasing it is more liquid, so cash liquid. And they do that just to make sure that this person is probably not going to foreclose on this property. So it's just to protect kind of like the building's financials as a whole, since everybody pays a homeowners association to the actual building, right? I know it's very, very confusing, and it's so not typical for anywhere else in the world. But yes, Manhattan, you typically have to have 20% down. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, there are buildings that will let you get away with 10% down. There's not many, and you have to really, really look. If you are working with an agent, let them know that you cannot do 20% if that's the case, or that you can only do 20% in like a certain budget because that's the cash that you would have on hand to put as a down payment. You need to make that very clear up front, because there are ways that agents can kind of sift through listings in that way, but it's not as easy for you to do it on your end. So I'm checking literally on StreetEasy as we speak. I don't typically use StreetEasy that much from a buyer perspective, just because I'm a real estate agent, so I have like my own systems that I use. So I'm taking a look at StreetEasy right now, and you cannot filter by down payment. So let me check one more thing. Yeah, you can't. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, so it's just something to keep in mind. I would say just try to shoot for that 20%. That's typically what I tell clients. But if they really, really want to purchase and they can only afford 10% in a certain price range, we'll just narrow it down to those buildings that only require the 10%. It's crazy though. It's absolutely crazy. I hear like friends, family in the suburbs all the time talking about like loans they got for 3.5%, 5% down. And I'm just like, funny, isn't it? Hysterical. Not here. Only in NYC. Only in NYC. That's what I always say. But yes, so do be prepared for 20% down if you have time in advance to kind of plan ahead. If not, if you're looking to make a purchase last minute and you're trying to kind of get your cash together, 10%, you could do it, you could make it work, but you might have to be a little flexible on where you go. Now, for a bonus, I have seen some buildings require 30% down cash. So yep, definitely a lot less than the 20%. Like most of them do require 20% down. Not many require 30, but you do see them. It's crazy. And then last but not least, some buildings will never even approve you unless the cash deal. A lot of Central Park buildings tend to be like that. Hint, hint. All cash. They say that they will accept financing, but at the same time, most of the time, the person who pays cash is going to get the property. So, gotta love Manhattan. But yes, plan for 20% down, and if you really, really can't do that, just be upfront with your agent or find an agent who can help you look for properties like that, because they are out there, you just have to look a little bit harder.